You get distracted a bit, your buff's gone. You touch the objectives for a bit, your buff's gone too. You get distracted again, now you're the one who's gone. Those are the wise words that'll come out of any jungler when they meet this bastard. And I'm sure a lot of you are gonna say things like I'm tripping or the dark system or something like that. Yeah, just agree with them. Let them be happy. But I'm so sick of running into Saber roams that exist just to feed the goddamn enemy. And apparently, there's a small cooking channel that act like they know what they're talking about saying hanzo roam is good. And turns out when I tried it, it actually was pretty good. But this is based on my playstyle and my experience as a hanzo roam user. Well, ever since like 4 days ago, I am now a hanzo roam user. So if it doesn't work for you, it just means it doesn't suit your playstyle, man. And why did I even think of putting Hanzo in roam? Why not just jungle? Well, the reason I made him roam is because of his ult. Back in my day, when you use Hanzo, you had to work your ass off gathering that red bar, right? Then you have to hide your real body, and your real body can still get hit, you know, yada yada. But now you can just press his ult whenever you want, and that's it, no catch. But these two share a single health bar, so if you got low in this form, this one will have a low health too when you get back. And his ult is basically made for roaming now because it got CC, it's got high damage from early on, it's annoying, it's fast for rotating, good for zoning, scaring enemies, and also getting info on their position. I mean, don't get me wrong, Hanzo jungle is still pretty good. I'm sure you all know how Hanzo jungle works. Basically you do this, then that, and that's it, right? Hanzo roam is pretty much the same as Hanzo jungle. The only difference is if you roam, you start your rotation from the enemy buff at the gold lane, unless you're up against Fanny. Then you have to start from the red buff no matter what. You see that? Not even a second and the buff's already gone. And now I have the same level as their jungler already. So it's still basically the same as normal Hanzo. You can still farm fast even if you're a roamer. But that's when the situation is nice to you, like when there's no one bothering you while you steal. But if the buff's being guarded like this, a whole ass family is here. Even the dad is here. Just wait, don't force yourself to steal right away like this. I'm just showing you, okay? Not saying I do this every time. You can eat a small creep that's not guarded by anyone that time, so it'll make their jungler need more time to get level 4. But if it's just 1 or 2 people guarding it, just take that buff, because 1 buff in the early game gives a huge amount of XP to jungler. And your team will get a huge early advantage if you can manage to steal 1 of their buff. And for the rotation, you can follow this pattern every time, like if the jungler goes top, you go down. The jungler goes bottom, you go up. They take turtle, you take buff. That's how it goes. And over time, the enemy jungler will fall behind in levels. As you can see right here, I have more gold than my jungler. And also their jungler in this match. I mean, people don't give a shit about their jungle anyway when you're playing solo. It's super rare anyone protects their jungle because what matters is getting a bunch of kills, so just eat something. You scared? Sorry, just kidding. In terms of ganking, it's just as good and easy as usual. Like, you farm until level 4, and once you hit level 4, you just... And now, Hanzo doesn't even need to recall as much if he's low. Like, if your HP is low, just go eat something. Maybe find an enemy creep. And after you eat, you'll regen your health. And the regen is a lot. Look at that. How is this not roamer enough? He doesn't need to recall as much and his HP will always be almost full. So all you have to do is just to steal jungle. Eat, people. And even if your HP is low, relax, you're Hanzo, there are still creep around. Even if you didn't get a lot of kills, it's fine because you're a roamer. Getting assist is enough. And that's the beauty of Hanzo roam. So yeah, you totally wish as a roamer. And not only that, Hanzo roam has a lot of different species. First, there's the Hanzo damage type. No need to explain much about damage Hanzo. I know you all are smart. Their gameplay is just like, once you hit level 4, you get close, eat, and run. Get close, eat, and run again. Just like that. I'm sure you guys already know what damage Hanzo looks like. And I know a lot of you are probably gonna ask something like,
what's up with Hanzo Tank? He's supposed to be an assassin, you silly. But you're still super cool and handsome.
well, this is kinda like back when tank slot was a thing if you guys remember. Where his job is to mess with the enemy jungler, waste the enemy skills, Poke their core so they don't get close to the main team fight, and just keep doing that till the game ends. And Hanzo Rom's job is the same, like he steals their jungle, waste enemy skills, and poke the core so they have low health for your team to finish them. Basically the same as tanks a lot. And if you somehow took a wrong step and act all cocky and stupid, you're not gonna die even if they keep hitting you. Even the so-called Hanzo counters will take forever to kill you. And in my opinion, tank Hanzo is better than damage Hanzo if you're a roamer. Why? Because your team will probably look like this. Jungler, mid and gold are all damage dealers, and the only one who can soak up the damage is the XP laner. So if you go for damage Hanzo, who's gonna tank the enemy damage? The XP laner alone won't be enough for a big team fight, so you're better off building tank. Even as a tank, you'll still hurt if you can get the stack for his first kill. And even if your movement is a bit dumb, it's fine, you can still scare people. I mean, look at this, I'm balls deep in their base and still not dying. It's really that hard to kill Hanzo tank when you're behind in levels. Look at me getting ganked by these two. If I was damage Hanzo, I'd be dead for sure. But since I'm a tank, look at this. Insane outplay potential. I even got the buff. So whether you choose to play damage Hanzo or tank Hanzo, Hanzo is still Hanzo. His early game hurts, he's hard to kill, and his job is to make the jungler poor. And if you're up against a blue hero, purple hero, or the yellow one, Hanzo will still be Hanzo. Even if you die early on when you don't have your ult yet, if you play it smart and don't do any of that dumb stuff when you've got no ult to escape, your KDA will definitely be 10 times better than that clown who just ult and die. Ult and die again. And deserve to get his account reported and blacklist. And this doesn't happen in just 1 or 2 games. Most of my games using Hanzo Roam goes like this. Well, I lose in this one, but still, MVP right? And for Turtle and Lord objectives, Hanzo Rom is even better in my opinion, because he doesn't get seen on the map. I mean, Hanzo jungler kinda suck at holding objectives. He's so squishy even the turtle can easily kill him. He also walks and shows up on the map. And in those fights, the jungler will always be the main target. So yeah, easy to get kidnapped. It's better if you still have your ult, but if you got killed in your spirit form, you're gonna be an easy target in your other form. Unless if you try to steal it with your ult. That can work for stealing objectives. Sometimes, that's the reason why I use sprint. It's to make it easier to run away or chase my target. Well, using execute is good too, but kinda risky because you will be an easy target. So if you're a roamer in the lord fight, you can just focus on zoning out or scaring out your enemies so your team will have a free lord instead of worrying a team fight suddenly happening there. And I'm not the only one who thought of Hanzo Roam. A bunch of other people tried it back when tank jungle was meta. And it was pretty effective too, but it's not popular because, well... Why the hell Hanzo Roam? Is there no other roamer or something? But now, damage roamer is a thing now. And Hanzo can use any roam flavor. Like, use the blue roam if you want to deal more burst damage, use the red one if you want your whole team to deal more damage, and the purple one if you want to kidnap people or steal jungle easier. It's up to you. Just don't use the green one because you're not a healer. And everything will still gonna be the same as other damage roamer. But the only difference what makes Hanzo Roam is better is that with other damage roamer, once you start losing, it's gonna be hard, right? Like, it's hard to get kills and hard to split push, right? But Hanzo, even when behind, he can still steal jungle and split push. I mean, he clears lanes pretty fast, and his ult makes you unpredictable. Like, the enemy might expect you to join the team fight at mid, but you're actually split pushing top. And in the end... Hold on a minute. Come back. And even if you get caught while split pushing, you won't die because your real body is all the way back there, far from the turret. And that's Hanzo Roam. Not bad, right? Like, Saber is only good for his ult and nothing else. I mean, he's useless without it, and he can be countered by Purify or items. While Hanzo can still do a bunch of stuff even beyond picking people off with his ult, unlike Saber. So yeah, I'm done. My battery is dead.